This video we are to talk about variable naming. Variable naming. Remember, we are still at PalmOps Foundation Elite Schools, and we are making computing easier. And now we are in programming with PHP. So we are trying to make PHP simpler for all of us to understand. And in this video, we are to learn about variable naming. Variable naming. So let's continue and see rules of naming a variable are rules of naming a variable. So we are saying that variable names must begin with a letter and or underscore character. Variable names must begin with a letter or underscore character. Then a variable name can consist of numbers, letters, underscores, but you cannot use characters like plus, minus. This one is called modulus. Then comma, then this comma here, full stop, dollar sign, this symbol, etc. So this is no zero limit for variables, meaning that in this case, there is no size limit for variables. So this is another one. We are saying that a variable name can consist of numbers, letters, underscore, but you cannot use characters like these ones when naming a variable. Those are the principles. So let us continue. We have PHP variables. So scope now in this, what are we going to see in variables? So the scope of a variable. Scope can be defined as the range of availability a variable has to the program in which it is declared. PHP variables can be one of four scope types. So number one, we have local variables, we have function parameters, we have global variables. At the same time, we have static variables. So my dear friend, let's continue down and see what are these variable types, or what are these different four scope types in details. So let us go. Let us continue. Let us continue. So let us look at PHP local variables. PHP local variables. A variable declared in a function is considered local. That is, it can be referenced solely, meaning once in that function. Any assignment outside of that function will be considered to be an entirely different variable from the one contained in the function. So what do we mean here? We are saying that a variable, if let's say you have a function, for example, we are having it here. So we are saying that $x, meaning that variable x contains 5. And here we are saying that function assigning x here, then print for us this one. So x will be this one and this one. So as how we are seeing it here. So if I take this one to my, let me copy it and take it to my text editor. So I copy this, I come here, I open up my notepad++. Then inside my notepad++, I come inside this one, inside this. Then I paste there my copt code. That is, we want to understand this variable. We want to understand what these function or these PHP local variables mean. So we want to digest them and know what they are exactly meaning and how we can easily. So they are saying that this will produce the following result: x inside function x, then $x, meaning that variable x inside the function is 0, then outside of function is 4, meaning that outside of this function it is 4, but inside this function it is 0. So let us continue and come here and see. So we are having this one starting from here 0, then we are saying function. Our function is this, it starts from here up to there. Then here we have another syntax here. So we are saying that this one equals 4. Then our function here, assign x here, that is 32 here. We are giving it a value of 32. And then we are saying that our value, this variable x is equal to 0, meaning that this function is defined with this variable is defined within a function. So if it is defined within a function, we are saying that print, we are saying that print this variable x inside function. So we are saying that this variable inside the function is $x, meaning that we want to understand this one, the value of this one inside the function, meaning that this one, it will be the one that is printed. It will be equal to 0 because it is the one that is inside the function. Then we have another one here. Remember, our function is closing from here. Then we are having another one here, assign x, as how we are seeing it here. Then assigning x, we are saying that print x outside of the function is x, meaning that now it will give us this value 4 because this one is defined outside the function. So let us save changes and run it through our web browser here. So if I run it, now I'm having syntax error, unexpected variable $x. Let me see. an expected variable $x. I have it here. Let me come back to this code here and see it clearly. So it's starting from here. It starts from here up to here. So if I copy this, let me paste it very well. Let me paste it very well. So then inside this, inside the function, we have another one. Inside the function, we have this code here. We have this code here. So if I copy it and then I bring it here. So inside this function, we are having this one, and this one is defined outside this function. So now it should print this one. So if I save changes and I go back and I refresh here, now you see now the inside function is 0, as how I have been saying. The inside one is 0 and the outside function is 4, meaning that this 0 is the value of the function that is defined within the function. According to this one, this is what I'm saying, that this variable is defined within this function assign x. Then if we look at this assign x, it is defined outside the function. That is why we are saying that this print is not the same as this. The function starts from here and ends here, meaning that this one is the only function. So if we are evaluating for x, we are dealing with this only, the variable which is inside the function, and this one is outside the function. So if it is outside the function, it means the x that will print, it is this one. So that is what we are having in our browser here after reloading. I think you have understood me. Think you have understood. If you have not understood, my friend, comment below and we see how we can digest it more for you to understand.